As you can tell by the title of the video, we are doing a grant about our school. When is that
Experience.
when is that ever the case? Your own students making a rant.
That's when the school knows that something's really wrong with the school.
There's something wrong with the school when your own students.
They are perfectly aware that something is wrong with the school.
Oh yeah, and if you guys can tell, we're talking about Oxford Academy.
Yeah, I mean, look at what we are wearing. Well, me and George at least. anyways, let's not get too distracted. Let us, talk about our experience.
Let me discuss the year 5 experience I went through as a foreigner coming to Kuwait. I went to my country for 2 years. I experienced European school, which was way better. Teachers were actually well taught. They were good. They were literal teachers compared to this. When I come back to school in Kuwait, which is Oxford Academy, it sounded good. It sounded like a good British system. However, it wasn't. So I come back to the school, and in 2-3 days, I get ganged up by 3 guys. They beat the living out of me, and then I get punished for it. Where what they're implying is that people don't. I got punished for just getting beaten up, where they don't show us what means bad is bad and good is good, where bad people should be punished.
Yeah.
Where how am I a bad person in that situation? I'm a victim.
And back to what George said, one thing that our school can do is control the students. They can. That's the one thing that they lack. I don't think anyone in here can disagree, because I can just come up to you, George, and beat the out of you in front of the teacher, and you'll get punished.
I would get punished, and you would get punished.
And
we both will get punished.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Like, where is the right in this? I don't think real life works in that way.
I have another point I would like to mention. Okay, boys. Let's analyze this, alright? It's a private school where no violence is permitted, correct? But what if it's a teacher harming a student? How would the school react to? It's obviously either fired or I don't know, man. It must be.
The problem is teachers got away with it so many times before.
Remember where Miss I don't want to mention names. Where a teacher threw a book at me and my mum.
Oh yes! Oh,
you remember?
You remember? Yeah.
The school begged my mom not to go to the Ministry of Education.
The head of secondary had to come in himself to tell us that you are the worst class. I mean, that just says something. But I mean,
yeah, that does something.
Sometimes even the principal.
Yeah.
I mean,
so for year 10,
we were like, okay, so we weren't studying for any test, mid-year exam, nothing. We were like, the final exams, that's all that mattered. It's fine, whatever, if we get crash marks now. And then little did we know that COVID would come around, and then we could have gone for predicted grades, and then that screwed us over, and then we had to take the exams.
Yeah. So basically, predicted grades, they were the teacher's expectation and what you did throughout the year. So if you've done throughout the year, then you're but it's very inconsistent. And hear me out. Basically, I chose predicted grades for one of the subjects that I took, and my brother chose predicted grades. So my brother, he got a C in history, okay, for the mid-year exam, and he chose to take it as a predicted grades. I don't know who the gave my brother that grade, but they downgraded him from a C to E. Could you imagine this? From C to E, not even the same grade. The best part is they had the decency to change his grade from E to D, which is just pointless at this point. So where I say it's consistent, basically in mid-year exam, I think I got either an E or a D in math. I took predicted grades thinking I'd get like mark either ways. Guess how much I got? From D till B. Yeah. You see what I mean when I say inconsistent? Oh, I wanted to mention something. When the whole corona thing started, when they gave us a choice to do either predicted or do the exams in October, November, they did not give that choice to other schools. They made them pass. It was so
Yeah,
bullshit.
that's true.
It was
That's
so
so
Remember
true.
IAK?
Yeah.
Remember IAK?
Yeah.
Yeah, they just straight up on here. Yeah, he passed, guys.
The annoying part was when we were doing the exams, they didn't even have the courtesy to make it online exam. They made us go to school. There's a chance of us getting sick. Why would
I
you
know.
do that?
Oh god.
I did exams. I did exams there. So let me tell you about the sanitation. It's not sanitized.
We were
It didn't
there as well.
smell like Dettol.
We were there as
It
well.
was horrendous.
Bro, the teacher smelled like he was smoking. It was.
Yeah, I
know.
Don't you remember?
I remember.
Now, year 11. I'm gonna be honest. I'm so blessed that I actually have really good teachers this year.
Let me say this. This year, I do have somewhat like they're good teachers. I won't deny that. They're like very good. They teach well. However, they might have their own type of characteristic where like I hate the small part of them, but it's interesting in the end of the day. But there's also a reason why I do feel very demotivated in class is the participation of students. And what I'm trying to say is the participation in general in class. People don't speak.
It's a different story. He asks everyone, even if they don't know the answer. The good thing about
same
this
here.
teacher, the good thing about this teacher is he actually makes us work in groups as well. So he's using like full advantage of teams, the
know
breakout room.
You know,
The breakout rooms.
about the rooms. Sometimes it's so awkward since sometimes
Yes.
just everyone does their own work, and then we don't say anything. I mean, I guess it's not like he'll put us in groups because it could be distracting and we just get distracted by the work.
We in general, like when we sit in online school, you can't make us focus because we can do whatever the hell we want to do, even with our cameras open, with our mics open. There is still no difference.
The annoying
We
part
will
is-
still find something to fiddle with. And then when we go to school, we do feel sleepy. However, we do get the enthusiasm. We get the aura. We get the atmosphere of the whole lively school, where we eventually do wake up and we feel somewhat motivated because oh, I want to see my friend in like break time. Like something like that. I would like to point this out: how there's a complete absence of notebooks. They say, write this down," but honestly, do we write anything down?
We usually have to do it on a Word document.
Yeah, they're posted.
As much as I hate admitting, I hate writing, but however, I don't really have notes, to be honest, except like my textbook. Let's check some reviews out about our school.
Oh yeah. About that.
I think that might be a bad idea.
So, this is what I found for the reviews in Academy X4. 1 star, can't find a worse school in Kuwait. Like,
I mean, are they really wrong though?
They're not wrong.
Let's see this one. Barak Shita.
Why do I feel like I know this guy?
I am really disappointed. No communication with family at all. And when I ask, they always say your daughter is good, but she is not. What? All what I need is to know what should I do, and they don't give me. About communication, they lack communication.
They
It
don't.
got to the point where my brother, I'm not gonna say who again, but he texted someone. They saw the message and decided to ignore the text.
Oh, about communication, I have something as well. They usually assign us like ICTB or C or D, right?
Yeah.
However, I was not aware of that, and I texted the, I guess, student affairs. I texted Mr. I don't know where to go, and he's like, I don't know. He sent me a number for a teacher that's not that's not even responsible for, I guess, managing students. And then she said, how should I know? And my dad had to go to the school to find out in which classes I go to.
The worst school really. The management is the worst among English schools. The staff is always changed because inconvenient management. That is very
Fair. That's true. That is very true.
Yeah,
Very true.
yeah. This one says worst school in Kuwait period. I mean, I wouldn't blame this guy.
Fair.
My friend says the school is better and people respect you and it's clean. Well, that's just the most cap thing I've ever heard.
Biggest lie
Stop
in the
the
One
world.
second, one second.
Lamau, can we find a worst school in Kuwait? It sucks.
Yeah, the first K. The first one's just K.
Muhammad Saleh. It's my school. It's not your school.
It's
The worst ever in all aspects. Very, very poor teachers and administration and building.